What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rich Nice back once again. So today we're working on the D150. We have a transmission pan leak, so we'll get down there and get that fixed. But if you look down here, I know it's really hard to see, but you see where the dipstick goes in right here, and at the bottom of the dipstick there's a dog leg that kind of curves out like this. That's how you know you have a 727 transmission. Once we get underneath, I'll show you what the dog leg looks like, and I'll show you what the 904 would look like, so you'll know which transmission you have in your Mopar. So without further ado, let's get underneath it, get these bolts out, drain this pan so we can go get the new parts for it, and I'll show you what it looks like. Watch the intro.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
All right, YouTube, down here is the transmission. As you can see, it has this little curve right here, so you know this is a 727 transmission. If it was a 904, this would be pretty much straight and it wouldn't have this little curve right here in the middle. And this is your dipstick. This is the front of the vehicle. This is the rear of the vehicle that way. Front is this other way. So we'll get these bolts loose, get this thing drained so we can go get parts. One bolt in the front up here just to hold the pan in place while I attempt to drain it. So, and I use a screwdriver to pry it loose. So we'll get as much fluid out of here as we can, and then we'll drop the rest of the pan and get the rest of the fluid out. Looks like the gasket came off intact, so we won't have to do too much cleaning up. Here's your transmission filter right here. This piece right here is your filter. It just pops out. Other than that, it should be quick and simple. We go get the parts. I believe this has 14 bolts in it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bolts. So we should be good to go. We'll just let this drain while we go get the parts, and we'll be back. This is what the pan looks like when you take it out. As you can see, this is the leak we had. It's fully coated with transmission fluid. I kind of cleaned the inside out, but this is what the inside looks like. And these are your bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this pan has 14 bolts on it. And this looks like it's a rubber gasket. So we'll have to get this off of here. Hopefully we can get it off pretty easy. We'll use our scraper tools, our plastic scraper tools. That way we don't gouge anything or cause any deformity trying to get this gasket off. So I'll go get the parts and we'll be back. We got our parts. These all came from AutoZone. You have the filter along with the gaskets, and this is TF127. Inside here you'll have both gaskets for the 904 and the 727 transmission. So this is a good one to have just in case you don't know which transmission you actually have in your vehicle. It takes 5 quarts of Valvoline, transmission fluid. So this is what we got. You don't have to use Valvoline, you can use whatever. We did get some brake cleaners so we can help clean our pan up. We got some wipers just because our bushings inside of our old truck broke, and when I was replacing them, as you can see, the wiper broke. So we'll get this replaced and we'll be good to go. So if you want to see how to replace these bushings, just let me know in the comments. I'll pull this all back apart and show you how to do it. I just did it just to get it out of the way. And yes, that engine does need a good bit of rewiring, but that's another time, another story. So we'll come over here, we'll get our pan cleaned, and we'll be back. All right, we'll see if we can get this transmission gasket off using our scraper off in one piece. We got our pan pretty much somewhat clean. It took me about a half an hour to get everything off, but it should be good to go. So in our actual kit, you'll have your new filter, and this just sticks up there, and then you'll have your two gaskets. These are rubber. You have one that has a dog leg in it, and then the other one will be straight. So we'll get these on and we'll go from there. Here's a new filter. It's just held in by 3 screws like this, and these are Phillips, so nothing really big to see. We'll get the new one put in, and then we'll be back, and then we'll be ready to put this pan in. We got the new filter in, those little 3 screws I was talking about. So now we're ready to put the pan on. What we did was we put the screws in the pan itself to hold the gasket in place. That way when we go ahead and put this thing back in, we can go ahead and hand tighten these screws and get them started, and then we can get them torqued down and everything else. So I'm gonna need both hands for that, so we'll be back. We got our bolts put back in all the way around, got everything cleaned up. One thing that will help you is if you jack the front up a little bit, it'll help you when you drop your pan in the back to force the liquid out. That way it can drain faster, so just FYI. So we'll let the front down, and then we'll start filling this thing up. All right, YouTube, we got our funnel in, so we'll start adding our All right, YouTube, we got the transmission fluid in. It took 5 quarts, and the good thing is the transmission fluid that we pulled out of here will fit right back inside this bottle, and then we'll be able to dispose of it properly. So look, there's our filter. We'll pull this back out now that it's full, and then we'll be ready to start this thing, dispose of the old oil, and we should be good to go. We'll also go underneath and check for leaks. So let's go down here, check for some leaks. And we got a leak. So I'll go over there and tighten that bolt up. All right. We're in the D150 taking a test drive. This truck ain't gonna get out of its own way, so I can tell you that. So it's probably time to do an engine swap in it, but it seems to be shifting better than it was before. We get a little more power when we press the pedal, although when we floor it, it still it's not gonna go anywhere fast. So this is just a cruiser. So who knows? We may swap it, we may not. All right, we're back from the test drive in the D150. It shifts pretty good. Reverse goes in like it should. It's not gonna go anywhere fast, but you know, it's a 1985 truck, so with the stock motor 318 in it, 5.2 liter. So I think we may end up doing some engine work on this. Put a 5.7 Hemi and transmission in it, but we'll see what happens. It's just a cruiser. It doesn't need to go anywhere fast, just like this C10 has the LS swap in it. It doesn't need to go anywhere fast, but it's a nice cruiser. We'll be on to another project, probably the 392 Jeep that we have. I know y'all have seen it on the channel. It hadn't been on here very much, but it's been on here in the background. So we might do some things to that. As always, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for liking, subscribing, and hit the bell at the bottom. And we'll be on to the next project. Much love. Peace.